Hi fellow knitters, welcome to my craft room. This is my craft room stroke office. In the weekday I work from home, so I work here, and at the weekends it turns into my craft room. So this weekend I'm not actually relaxing because I promised myself I would do a full inventory of my stash. So a little bit scared. I'm not sure if it's as bad as I think it might be. But until you get it all out and look at it, you don't really know, do you? I do know I've got a lot of 4-ply fingering weights. I think I've got quite a bit of DK, less so of the worsted and a tiny bit of bulky. I don't tend to work with those yarns. But I do want to see what I've got, because ultimately to use it up I might have to be utilising a scrappy project, mightn't I? Scrappy patterns. So I thought you might like to see my stash, warts and all. I'm not going to hide anything from you. There'll be things balled up that I've frogged, there'll be some things still in the skein. Oh, it's going to be quite a variety, but I want to take a full inventory. I want to get it written down so I can see where I'm at. So do please join me. Hi everyone, it's Debbie here. I've got the overhead camera, so I am here. I was going to start with 4-ply, then I remembered I've got a little bit of lace weight, and the reason I have is because I've got a kit for the afternoon tea shawl. It's really beautiful, it's lace weight and it has beads. So I've already balled up the skein of the sort of very light sort of pistachio colour, and then you get this beautiful off-white creamy colour, and then you get all of the beads that go in with it. Now I've not started this yet, so this is going to be a very big project if I do this. I'm in an R-ing whether to use it for something else. I saw this actually made up and it was so gorgeous. The beads there are beautiful. It would be a really special shawl for, you know, nice christenings, events, weddings, you know. So I've got that kit. So I need to get that down, don't I? Can't hide anything. And I want to get it all. I want to type it up on the computer eventually. So I've got a nice big spreadsheet. So I've got the afternoon tea shawl. Okay, fingering. Now don't worry, I won't write it all down in front of you. That would be boring for you. But I will be writing it down once we've gone through it. So that's my lace weight. So 4-plies, come on, come to me. Here we are. This is quite a few of them. By the way, I keep them sort of like this once I've delved into them. You're not 4-ply, you're a DK. Over there, please, over there. Okay, so a lot of these are either drop snored. I do quite a bit of sock knitting. I know I haven't shown you too much yet, but I will be showing you that. And I do like a drop snored for it. So I've got oh, this is West Yorkshire Spinners actually. That's Cardigan, in case you're interested, of West Yorkshire Spinners. Signature 4-ply. That's great for socks. It does have nylon. I've used it in lots of things though. Have I got any more? I think I have somewhere, not in this pile. We'll have a look at that later. So we're on to the drops now. This is, I'll put that to one side, that's not drops. We're on to drops 4-ply. That is light beige. So I've got quite a bit of that. So that could definitely be, could definitely make socks with that, couldn't I? It just one on its own. I've got lime. Is that drop snored? Don't think it is actually. I think this one's got some alpaca in it. Whatever the drops is, 4-ply that's got alpaca in it, I think that's that one. But there's quite a nice it's nice, quite a nice lime green. It sometimes looks yellow when it's against other colours, depending what it's against. So it looks green there. It can look quite yellow, so, but that's another nice one, especially for striping or in a, you know, you can hold it double, can't you, if you want it as a decay. So we got that. I've got a beautiful red. It's like a maroony red. This I find I used on a Christmas, I think it was Fingerless Mitts that I gifted a few years back, but that's a really beautiful red, and that's a lovely for Christmas things. So there's quite a bit there. Then we've got Rust. That's a beautiful orange for autumn type colours. That's a DK, aren't you? Are you? No, it's not. That's a sage green. Drops Nord. Another Drops Nord. That's a rose pink. I believe that's called rose pink. So I've got quite a nice little bit of that. But as you see, not great quantities. This is all... This is West Yorkshire Spinners, actually. What's it called? Is it called Pennyroyal? No, Pennyroyal is the grey one. But it's their light lavender. So that's really pretty, isn't it? So I've got quite a nice bit of 4-ply already. And then we've got the light grey. I'm pretty sure I've got some more. This is actually a West Yorkshire Spinners that I have frogged from a top that I made. Turmeric, this is called. So it's a really lovely light orange. I've got quite a bit there of that. I'm sure I've got some more, bear with me. So I have another West Yorkshire Spinners. I think this is called Amethyst from what I remember. That's lovely. I used that on a sock before, and I've got all this left over because it was colour work. And then I've got their, like a royal blue colour. Not sure what they call this colour actually, so I do apologise, but that's like the Drops, West Yorkshire Spinners, sorry, in a royal blue. So that's quite a lot there, because the West Yorkshire Spinners, you get a nice big lot. This is their Poppy Red, West Yorkshire Spinners. So you're getting a theme here. It's either Drops or West Yorkshire Spinners. I can buy West Yorkshire Spinners locally. Obviously, I live in West Yorkshire. So, you know, I'm going to give them my business as well, aren't I? And I do love their yarn. It's lovely yarn. Now this, my friend got for me, thrifted. A friend of mine actually works in a local charity shop. And this came in and she said, do you want this? It's all these colours. I went, yeah. This is a West Yorkshire Spinners, but it was their Zandra Rhodes range, which is discontinued. But I weighed this and it is 100 grams. And so it is enough for a pair of socks, actually, that. Isn't it beautiful? I love that. And she also got me the green one. So bear with me while I go and find that, because I know I've got that somewhere. Yeah, here it is. And she got me this green one as well, which I'm very happy about. This one, I think, is King Cole. This is not West Yorkshire Spinners. This is King Cole, and I don't know King Cole actually. 4-ply sock yarn. It is superwash wool and nylon, because I didn't know that King Cole actually made. I thought they were just acrylic brand, but no, lately apparently they are putting in some. What am I trying to say to you guys? Having one of my moments when it goes a little bit vacant. Yeah, they're starting to make wool products apparently. The local yarn shop told me that. So we'll have to keep my eye out on that, because they are very affordable, and if it's nice wool, we could utilise that. So this is a Drops. It's not Nord, but I don't know if they call it Fiesta, or it's a sock one anyway. It is another 75% wool, 25% nylon, so that's a 4-ply. But I picked that up on a whim, and I've not done anything with it, because I thought as a nautical pair of socks, you know, it reminded me of the sea, had all the colours of the sea in. So may well be making a pair of socks with that. So I'm doing well so far. Right, what we haven't finished. More 4-ply. That is, and I'm sure I've got more of this somewhere, so I'm going to have to go and find that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in this bag. Yeah, okay, come on, get it all out, please, Deb. Look, there's more 4-ply coming out of here. Oh my God, what am I like? Right, okay, let's just clear these back in for a moment. All right, we've seen those. Okay, what we haven't seen. This is Pip by Barham U. Barham U is another Yorkshire supplier. There's lots up here. West Yorkshire is historically milling for cotton and yarns. It was a big wool producer back in the, you know, before the industrial age even. So there's still a few mills here. They still keep going, and so I do have a lot of things from them, which you would, wouldn't you? So that's the Pip. I'm sure I had another Pip somewhere. It's not in that bag, so it will come out in a moment. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So these are like berry type colours. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of those, and a red. So those are really nice. Now these are like a 2-ply jumper weight. So they're fingering, but they're a 2-ply, but great for colour work. So that's what they sort of specifically use these for. So I've got those, which is lovely. And continuing on the, oh, by the way, sorry, before I carry on, these are the rest of my 4-ply drops and alds in beautiful autumn colours. Caramel, I think, nutmeg, golden something. So, you know, I've got lots of nice autumn colours, haven't I? We could be doing a nice scrappy project with those. Let's wait and see. But yeah, continuing on like the 2-ply jumper weight rustic yarns that are great for colour work. I've got some Marie Wallin left over from hats. That's Marie Wallin. Is this Marie Wallin or is this Jameson? That's Jameson. That's Jameson. Right, these ones are my Marie Wallins that I've got left over. Oh, it is a really beautiful yarn to work with. It's really soft. It's British sheep breeds, spun in Devon, and it's great for colour work. It is on the more expensive side, but it is beautiful. And I did make my Georgia Tam in this. So if you've seen that video, or if you haven't, go back and have a look. But it's a colour work hat. It's a pure Fair Isle, Shetland Fair Isle project. And I loved it, and I love it. And I wear that in the autumn with my nice light blue jacket. So these are what's left over from that. So these two have even got the whole thing left. I did use up the other balls, and not a bad bit of these. They're gorgeous colours though, aren't they? Look at that beautiful green, all the heathered colours in it. And this, oh, it's a beautiful, what's this called? I don't remember. Corn. That's called corn. That's called quince. I think that was like a bluebell. I'm not too sure, but she doesn't have lots of colours in her range. So if you have a look at the Marie Wallin range, you will see the different, oh, sorry, that's called corn cockle. I do apologise. You will be able to see what they are because she doesn't have too many, but which makes it easier to pick for colour work. And I do really want to do another Marie Wallin, a nice vest, I think, like a proper Fair Isle vest. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? So I've got some things here, you never know. Don't know if I've got enough, but I've certainly got enough for the colour work section. And there, now I have some Jameson and Smith rather, from Shetland wool, some greys and a lovely apricot colour, and a little bit of white left, like an off-white. So I think this might be my 4-ply done. I'm not talking about the mohairs. I do have some mohairs, but I think that's it for the 4-ply. So actually it's not too scary, is it? But I've got enough there to make some lovely scrappy projects, I think. Oh, one last thing, apologies. I do have a kit. I have a Granny's Christmas stocking kit. Now this is a proper Fair Isle project. I bought this at a yarn festival, and my intention, I love the colours. Sorry, let's get that out for you. What am I doing? This see the colours properly then, can't you? Rattle, rattle. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? So yeah, my intention is to do this in December as an advent instead of opening. Well, I will obviously open an advent calendar and eat my chocolate. But I thought every day in Christmas, up to Christmas, from the 1st to the 25th, I would knit a section of the sock. I think I could do that. And that would be good fun, wouldn't it? That would be a really nice thing to do in December. So I might be vlogging that, obviously. I might bring you my... and hopefully I'll be able to do it and keep up with it. Because I think that would be really nice to get you in the Christmas spirit, wouldn't it? Okay, spoke too soon. Of course, I haven't finished my 4-ply. I just remembered I've got this box of lovely stuff, haven't I? So, I also keep in here some sock yarns. These are mostly hand-dyed, the more expensive yarns. Or co-op, yeah, socks, yeah. What's that called? Sorry. You know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. But yes, these are our hand-dyed things I've not used yet. Some that I've got little bits of. So, you know, we've got various 4-plies in there of the hand-dyed variety. I mean, look at that beautiful colour. Just haven't made anything with it yet, but I will. I've made a pair of socks with that. That's a Ducky Darlings, if anybody in the UK knows that one. I made some nice Valentine socks with hearts on, and they were a gift. So yeah, I've made things with these, and these are some of the leftovers, and some I haven't even made anything with. This is a Symphony, you know, Knit Pro Symphony. This is their range of yarn I thought I might try. It's just one skein that I've balled up. And again, I've not actually made this into anything yet, but it's all here waiting. So there's that as well. And of course my jars, which I think you have seen. My jars of all the little bits. And if you saw my last video, you will have seen that from these, purely from these jars, I am making an Italian summer scarf. And I am holding 2 4-plies together and marling it. So I'm getting all sorts of beautiful colours there. So these will be going into that scarf as well. I may have some left over, of course. I don't think I utilise them all. And then, was there a bag? Oh yeah. And then I found this. Look, this is a very naughty, just chucking it in a bag thing. Don't know what's going on here. These are all 4-plies in here too. So I've got to sort those out. But actually, these are just the things that can't fit in these jars, I think. I think I just need another big jar. And that is the end of episode 4-ply. I need a break, guys. It's been emotional. See you in a moment. Right, everyone. Hello again. It's the next day. I did have to stop there yesterday. We're currently having a heat wave in Europe generally, but in the UK, we are topping our records. So yesterday was actually the hottest day ever recorded in the UK. So I was floundering a little bit. Also, I thought it was a good stopping point. I have a lot more stash, but I think we'll do that in another video. I do have mohair, DK, some worsted, and a little bit of bulky. But I thought I'm going to stop there. I've taken that inventory. I'm very happy knowing what I've got. And now I'm going to be choosing some future projects. But before we just have a look at those, I'm going to show you those in depth. This is the Georgia Tam that I mentioned. Forgive me if I don't wear it. It's very, very hot still. But as you can see, it's got a lot of different colours in it. And I could definitely make quite a few more of these with my stash if I wanted to. I do particularly like this one. Now this is actually a free pattern on Ravelry. I will put information on all the patterns I'm going to show you in the description, so check it on there. And it's like a proper Fair Isle pattern hat. Another one that I did, and I did this from my stash also, was the sea glass hat, and I've got a video on this too. I've got a video on both of these. The sea glass hat is great. It's a 1x1 colour work, so you've got like a main colour. Or you don't even have to have a main colour, but I just find for the purposes of knowing exactly where you are, it's pretty good. And you just do a 1x1 colour work, and you change up the colours as you go. So that is a lovely hat also. I intend to make more hats in the future. I love winter hats, autumn hats. I would wear a different one every day if I could, so I'm not going to stop making those. But what I've got coming up now are cardigans, sweaters, vests, which look good to me for using up your scrappy yarns. So some of them are DK, but that's fine. I can hold my 2 finger in weight double if I need to for those. So I'm going to have a look at this, see what you think about them, and I'm going to ask you to help me decide what you think should be making for autumn and winter this year. So let's have a look. So here we begin with Marie Wallin and the Hawthorne cardigan, a really beautiful cardigan, Fair Isle yoke, so I could use up quite a lot of those fingering weights I've got in this one. It's from 2018, but it's a classic pattern and it's steeked, and I do want to try a little bit of steeking. So another one from Marie Wallin I really like is the Keris vest. It's Fair Isle all over, so it would take a little bit longer, a little bit more concentration, but it is knitted flat, the back and the front, and then you sew them together. But I don't really mind that. I've done that in the past, and if it makes a beautiful garment, I'm happy with that. And now we have the beautiful Kintra pullover by Rebecca Clow. This is a 1x1 circular colourwork yoke. It is finished off with a few raglan increases though for a better fit, but look how brilliant it is with all these different colours. So depending on what you use, you're going to get a very different, unique pullover. I love it. It is a DK weight, so fingering weight I would hold double, but I'm very tempted to cast this on. Look at this, it's just so beautiful. I've got to do this one day. Yep, gonna have to do it. And now the Yarn Keeper vest by Wool and Pine, one of my favourite designers. This is a top-down construction all in one piece. Shoulders are shaped with short rows, and look, it's just a 2-row repeat for your stripe. So whatever you've got in your stash, you can bring in. It's DK weight, so fingering weights will be held double. But, you know, depending on the colours you use, and look, I really like this one, the sort of dark variation with a few pops of orange. But again, you're going to get a very unique vest depending on what you've got in your stash. So yeah, loving this one. Okay, knitting for Olive fans, we have the Adult Dot Sweater. This is a great one. It's a top-down construction, all in one piece, raglan shaping, and very easy colourwork dots. So again, depending on what you've got to use up in your stash, you can just get that one main colour and then bring in all your stash. Lovely. Now this is interesting, Northern Augustins No. 10 by Anne-Sophie Vellin. So there's colour work here, but only 2 colours at any one time. It's a bottom-up construction, and then you'll be knitting flat once you split for the sleeve. And there's a ribbon at the top like a boat neck. But what I really like are these interesting little details. So to shape the sleeves, you do this little box pleat here. Amazing. I've never seen that before. I think that looks great. And then you will finish off the neck here with a contrasting eye cord. I think this just makes a really unique sweater. You will be using up your stash. It's DK weight. I'm very tempted by this. Next we have a steeked cardigan by Kate Davis, Land O'Cakes. Oh, I love the colours in this. It's so gorgeous. Knitting the round bottom up, you knit the body and the 2 sleeves, then you join them together, and then you've got this colourwork yoke. It's a 2x2 corrugated rib. Of course, you then need to do your steeking and create those bands at the front, but isn't it gorgeous? It would be a lot of work, I think, but I might take the plunge, maybe next year. And last but not least, the Heritage Yoke cardigan by Gudrun Johnson. This is lovely. Again, it's steeked, so it's top-down construction, circular yoke, and you will be steeking once you've finished that. What I really like about this one is it includes an A-line shaping at the bottom there, so it's good for people like me who are pear-shaped. So I am tempted by this one, and again, good for your stash. All right, I hope you enjoyed having a look at those. Perhaps you got a few ideas for yourself. Let me know what you think I should make. I'd quite like to do one of the Fair Isle type vest tops, but then again I love the just the stripy vest top. I mean, that's just perfect, isn't it? And I'd quite like to do a cardigan. But the Kintra sweater, oh, how good would that be with all the different colours at the top? It's so difficult to decide, isn't it? It's so little time and I want to knit all the things. Anyway, I'd appreciate your help, your comments. What do you think would look good? With you've seen my stash, so what do you think I could make out of that? It'd be great to hear from you. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you as always, as ever. Thank you so much for your time watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.